I would like to talk about the early warning signs or the early indicators of varnish in rotating equipment systems. Quite often, people see cooler efficiencies drop, and then they suspect it's the mechanical equipment being inefficient. Poor fan blades, belts and pulleys not adjusted correctly. But quite often, it's actually internal buildups inside a cooler. On many instances, when cooler plugs have been removed and turbulators and internal tubes of the coolers have been inspected with the borescope, large amounts of buildup have been found. This is one of the uncommon or initial early warning signs of varnish. Another one is during overhauls. A high-speed compressor can be pulled apart and varnish will only be found on the high-speed bearings or the high-speed pinion gear. Most people dismiss this. This is actually the very early warning signs of varnish building in your system. Another portion can be poorly performing shaft seals. People see weeping oil from shaft seals and they dismiss it. Generally, what's gone on or what has happened is the shaft seals have been affected by microabrasives, very small particles in the varnish that have affected the sealing surfaces. These sealing surfaces break down and then weeping occurs or gas escape occurs. Also, another big issue is when people have ghosting alarms or unreliable control systems. Generally, a lot of times, these control systems, when further investigation occurs, it is generally varnish buildup, maybe speed control valves, maybe pressure or differential pressure valves. They're not reacting correctly. People blame a poor valve or a poor pressure temperature sensor. These quite often are not the real contributing factors. Insulation of varnish on temperature gauges. Tubing and other pieces of equipment can be slightly plugged off with varnish buildup during off cycles, or because of low flow, the varnish flows in, the oil's not removing the varnish, it builds up in the tube lines, so the sensing line diameters are decreased. So a lot of times, operators, maintenance personnel think it's just a ghost alarm. It's just an electronic glitch. But many times, when further investigation happens, it's found that ghosting or manifesting alarms is due to buildup of varnish on components.